Good evening, everyone.
Hey everyone.
Blessed Samhain.
Blessed Samhain. Sorry for being so very late this
Yeah.
evening. It's been a long day.
But then again, it's been a long couple weeks.
Yeah.
At least this week, it's been a long week. For the whole world knows that us here in the United States, we just got done with a huge election. We're still finishing up with it, and it's been very stressful waiting for the results and waiting to hear who won or who didn't. And there's a lot of people that are happy this evening, a lot of people who are not so thrilled. So it's really tiring. So
Yeah.
we wish everyone all the best. As Odin posted to Facebook earlier, as when we are delegating our duties as Sanctuary of the Phoenix, we cannot publicly endorse one candidate or the other, due to legal reasons.
Being a 501c3.
Yep, being a 501c3, we can't say whether we support one candidate or the other. The most we can say is that we hope that whoever is in office does the best job that they can to allow us the opportunity to freely exist as anyone else who has other beliefs different than ours. That's pretty much where we gotta leave it as.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right.
How is everyone doing this evening? We haven't seen you guys since autumn equinox.
Yeah, I had to update the title line for the studio.
Oops. It happens. The joy of a production studio, though.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm trying to juggle too many projects at once again, but I'm holding it together.
By the skin of all of our teeth. Yeah, so you guys are free to message us in the chat. I do have my phone. I'll charge it up, ready to go. So if you guys have anything you want to say hi, ask us questions, you are more than welcome to do so. Anything else that we need to delve into?
Not really, just getting things moving, and I'm sure we're exhausted. Anyone tuning in, if they're tuning in live, is probably exhausted. We're about an hour and a half
behind schedule, yeah.
Yeah, so we're sorry, everybody.
Yes, we are sorry. Life happens. We're family.
Getting the kids to go to sleep, staying on top of the news when things develop. So, and we're almost always about 15 to 30 minutes late as it is anyways, because of one thing or another. So factor that in.
Yeah. Well, what are we starting with first? Are we starting with the video?
Yes. I wanted to read this poem.
Okay. To lead us into it?
And then switch us over to the video briefly.
Okay. Now, for those of you who may not pay attention to our Facebook page, I think it was last week, Odin made a post asking if anyone would like to send us a photo of a loved one who has passed on to the other side in a way of allowing us to remember them.
Yes, it was an opportunity I posted within the community to allow the community to have a little more participation on this.
Yes, one of the participation opportunities that we do randomly have. So Odin put together a slideshow for that, which we will be showing to you guys momentarily.
And it is silent because we're on some platforms that don't allow music, and we don't want to get the stream cut.
Yeah, we don't want to do copyright
infringement.
and
We're
all
501c3.
Yep. So it'll be a silent slideshow of pictures of loved ones, of our members who have passed on. So we will be, showing that video in a moment.
Okay. A few years back, I wrote a poem about Samhain, and I felt, well, this was a good night for it. The veil is thin, and the spirits are here. Samhain has come. We have waited all year. Our ancestors, our kin, our friends laid to rest. We welcome you home and remember the best. So light up your candles, your incense so blessed. Share with us your stories, your presence, our guest. The hour is so short, the year is too long. Come sit at our table and join us till morn. The veil is now shifting, but before you depart, the memory of you stays alive in our hearts. And now I shall load up the...
Alrighty, everyone. So, hopefully, the viewers that contributed to the slideshow this evening, I hope you're able to join us. We send our condolences for whenever they did pass,
And we'll be showing the slideshow again at the end of
our stream.
Yes.
Now, for those of you who participated, and even those of you who have not participated in the in memoriam slideshow, there will be a part in the ritual where we will offer the opportunity for you to welcome your loved ones to join us this evening, speak to them, be close to them, and have the opportunity to, once a year to just, feel like they're right here holding you again. So, yeah, today was an interesting day. Odin and I were looking through old photos of Odin's family and saw some cute little childhood photos. Yeah, we won't be showing those. Sorry, guys. But we were looking for some photos of Odin's parents to show in the slideshow, and fortunately we found I found a decent one, and
There's a lot to go through.
it was a lot of memories for you.
Yeah. So. Okay.
Alrighty. Hello, Tim. Nice to see you. Well, thank you for joining us.
Merry meet.
Yes, merry meet. Alrighty. So, would we like to start the ritual? Because probably getting late.
Yeah, I'd like to start the ritual, and there's also once we have circle cast, I wanted to run this.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, we will start. If anyone has any questions about what we are doing through ritual, you are more than welcome to ask us. We will tell you to the best of our abilities what we're doing. It may take us a few minutes because we do have about a 30-second delay between from when we are recording till the moment you guys see it on your screens at home. So please forgive us if it takes us a few minutes to actually get back to you, but we will get back to you and we'll explain it.
And a couple things to keep in consideration is we're in a small living space with this altar set up, so it's not the easiest for us to navigate around, so we're not going to be the most graceful with it.
No.
And another thing to consider is this is our open format. So this is more of a learning experience where we work through the ritual and have bits of discussions along the way. And
we do keep it very generic.
yes.
We do, we are an eclectic pagan sanctuary, so we are very open to any and all paths that follow our set morals. So there may be paths that may not practice exactly how we do it. But just know that we're not snubbing it to be, snooty. It's just, we want to keep it as generalized and generic as possible to be respectful of any and all belief, practitioners in our community. Because we don't want to we don't want one practice to be, given more attention than others.
Right,
So.
and this is also one of the reasons why we do have closed rituals as well, is to practice path particular
Yes.
rituals and ceremonies.
Hey, Caitlin.
Hey. Okay.
All right, you ready, dear?
Yeah.
Okay. So, pass the circle.
All right. Here comes the not so graceful part.
Oh, one of the moments. Now, if we bump the camera, please forgive us. We will be taking moments to adjust as needed.
That sounded great.
Rubbing up on your belly.
Yeah.
Buddha belly.
Okay, so
Alrighty.
what we just did was purified the ritual space. Now, normally we would do this over a much larger area,
Yes.
but since we're working in a very confined space and around production equipment, we are
Work with what the space we got.
keeping our altar
Yes.
cleansed.
Yes. Alrighty. Now we are going to call the corners. For us, we will just be turning and facing the cardinal directions that are adjacent with the corners that we are calling. It will be different for you guys wherever you are residing. So you may join in as well if you would like to, or just watch us. So. Okay.
I know.
Hail, guardians of the watchtower of the north. Element earth, color green. We welcome you to our Samhain ritual. Hail and welcome.
Yeah, and welcome.
I know, it's been a while, dear. Thanks. Hail, guardians of the watchtower of the east. Element wind, color yellow. We welcome you to our Samhain ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Hail, guardians of the watchtower of the south. element fire, color red. We welcome you to our Samhain ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Hail, guardians of the watchtower of the west, element water, color blue. We welcome you to the Samhain ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Fix my skirt. All right. As many of you viewers have probably realized, I am extremely pregnant. Yes, we just recently made the announcement for all of our friends and family. We tried to keep it as hush-hush as possible, but it's obviously to the point we can't really hide it. So that's part of the reason why, another reason why it's so difficult for us to get around and move and whatnot. So we're working with what we got. Alrighty. At this time, we would like for you to invoke any gods or goddesses that you would like to join us this evening, as long as they come in light and love. We do not, one of our tenets is that we do not wish to seek harm on others. So this, the invoking of the gods and goddesses will be in peace, harmony, light, and love. So we will take a moment to invoke them, and we will be right back in just a second. Alrighty. Love you. Alrighty. So before we get into any of the magic work that we are doing this evening, I would like to give a brief history of Samhain, as well as some easy ways to celebrate Samhain, especially for our new members. So, alright, for the history of Samhain. Samhain is a Gaelic/Celtic celebration of the final of the 3 harvests, which are the gourds. So that's why we, celebrate by carving pumpkins and eating a bunch of candy and feasting. Is we are celebrating the last and final harvest of the year before winter hits. It's the beginning of winter that a lot of people believe. Many practitioners of various paths celebrate this Sabbath with a bonfire and treats, feast, drinking, as a way to usher in the dark time of the year, and to thank the gods and goddesses for the harvest season that just commenced. At this point in time, any and all foods that are to be preserved for the coming winter/year should be out of the ground. This is the final chance for you to harvest any and all fruits, vegetables before winter hits. The remaining canning, so preservation of the food, should finish shortly, and any finalizing prep work to get the hearth and home ready for the cold, dark winter months should be finished by now. Fortunately, in these modern ages, it is much simpler to prepare a home for the coming months. Technologies such as plastic window coverings, furnaces, and such help with keeping the warmth in the home. Clothing for the warmer months are put away in exchange for thicker clothing for the colder months. Obvious reasons. Cat! Gotta love our familiar. Get over here, dork. Alright. Samhain also marks the middle of the autumn season. We are halfway between the autumnal equinox and the winter solstice, Yule. During the celebrations, there would be copious amounts of food, treats, alcoholic beverages. This is a time to party. This is a time to finally relax and enjoy in the fruits of your labor. You're finally done with all of the hard backbreaking labor of the summer, of the spring, summer, and early fall, of preparing your food for the winter or the next year. So this is your time to relax. This is your time to let loose and have fun. Samhain means summer's end, literally as a translation in Irish. It marks the death and rebirth of the year, and it's known to many as the witch's new year. Alrighty. Getting him under control, my love.
Yes.
Oh, gotta love familiars. Come on. He's being a fusser butt right now. He isn't coming over. Usually he's crawling all over us. Alrighty. Now, for the members who are new to paganism, there are many different ways that you can celebrate Samhain. Rituals like this are just one of the ways that you can celebrate. You can take a nature walk near your home, location permitting, and observe the world around you. Bask in the changing of the seasons. Focus on the death and rebirth of nature. If able, collect some of the things that you find in nature around you, bring them home, and decorate your home and altar with these items. You may also choose to set up an ancestor's altar. Many cultures around the globe have this practice, such as an ofrenda for Dia de los Muertos. You adorn this altar with colorful cloth, flowers, candles, and images or items of your loved ones who have passed on. You may also leave offerings to them on a plate or cup on the altar. This altar is your way of expressing your loved ones, so make it unique, make it special. Alrighty. Now for the magic work.
I was going to open with this.
Yes.
And that will coincide with an infographic I'll be putting up.
I gotta light up incense. I'm behind today. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You're right on time, actually.
Well, good.
All right. Our sanctuary is participating in the operation of opening. And what the goal is this is a virtual viral work of magic, and it is to open up possibilities for making positive changes and to manifest those positive and good changes into the world. And plenty of sanctuaries and covens and individual practitioners are on all sorts of teams.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Alpha Team Mega Sigil right there in the corner down there on the screen. And this is the statement of intent. It is our will that we turn the lead of negativity into the gold of a better world. It is our will that the way of the ancestors and the gods be opened so that this better world is created with the goals with racial harmony and equality, fair and unbiased use of force to resolve conflicts, healing from the COVID-19 pandemic, and curbing all future ones, justice for the victims of those who are in current authority, and the catalyzation of our collective and personal spiritual evolution. It is our will that this egrogi be used by others in need in accordance with this intent. It is our will that we, the ones who labor for these goals, and the work itself, be inspired, empowered, healed, and protected. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
And I definitely had a mispronunciation there. But the intent is there.
Yes.
Okay. On the altar this fine evening, we are burning some incense that we had personally made that was in our online class. The class was on our e-learning platform, and I've been trying to get it over to the Facebook group, but
it's taking some time.
It's taking some time, but the there's going to be optional recipes that I add to the Facebook class that make it relevant for different Sabbaths.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not just Samhain. And we're gonna have more than just Samhain.
Yes.
And would you like to go into why there's a gavel?
Alrighty. We have a gavel on our altar this evening as a way for us to pay our respects to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was not pagan. She was a practicing Jewish woman. However, she paved the way for many people like us of different religious minorities and of other minority groups to have freedoms and rights in this country. And she fought for those all throughout her career. As many of you know, she passed away this year. And so we felt that the best time would be Samhain, when we, welcome our ancestors, to honor her at this time. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. All right. The veil between the living and the afterlife is thinnest at this time of year. So many choose this time of year to honor those we love who have passed on. This year is an especially hard one for millions of people around the world, as over 1 million people have died just this year alone from COVID-19. Many of us are honoring those we have lost just this year as well as those who may have passed in previous years. I'd like to take a moment of silence to honor those who have passed on and allow all of our viewers an opportunity to speak to their loved ones, anything that they wish to say to them. So we will take a moment of silence and we will be back in just a moment. Alright. Hey, Candy. Congratulations, by the way, on your wedding. Yes, our lovely member, Candy Holiday, just got married not too long ago. So we're super excited and we're so happy for you and Carl. We wish you guys many, 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 many years of happy marriage and
all the blessings.
All the blessings in the world, yes. Sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to say something for a bit now. I'm just so happy for them, okay? Oh. Alrighty. Now at this time, if you have any blessing requests, we can quickly get through a couple of them tonight. I know we've already started pretty late, but we do have a little bit of time to be able to do a few of them. You are so very welcome, Candy. We love you. All right. So yeah, we do have time for a few blessing requests this evening. We can't do a lot of them. So if you do need a private one done, please get a hold of us and we will gladly do that for you. If you have any blessing requests, please put them into the chat and we'll get to them as we see them come in. Again, we do have the delay, so we might not get to yours right away, but we will eventually get to yours.
And in the meantime, I wanted to...
A little bit of hearth talk?
Other than that, I wanted to wish everyone in the southern hemisphere a blessed Beltane.
Yes, we cannot forget our southern friends. Yes, blessed Beltane to those of you on the south side of the equator. I know it's interesting for you guys to, have everything, 180 from us. But if there's anything that we can do to help you guys celebrate Beltane on your side of the world, please let us know.
Okay, so...
Aw, thank you, Candy. We appreciate the love and blessings back.
Aww.
Yes.
Hearth talk.
Oh, goodness.
We don't want to keep everyone up too late tonight.
Yeah, no.
It's been a very stressful time in our country and
the world,
our family around the world. I think by now we're all just really hanging on by our fingernails to
threads, yeah.
The threads of reality. Where 2020 has been a ride. We're in the last tick of the wheel.
Yes.
So,
I'm so glad.
That's one of the good things that are upon us is in the calendar year. That wheel is about to turn, and we'll have 2020 in the past, and it's been a year for the history books. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of scary things going on in the world these days, and I think in some way or another, every single person on the face of this earth has been impacted some way, somehow by the COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
We've all had to deal with a lot of
Turmoil.
turmoil, but also changes in our life and our routines and the things that we enjoy. We're not able to participate in or be able to participate in the same manner as we did before.
Many people are without jobs.
It's a lot of stress in the world, and there's a lot of people that just want to pretend like it's not there, and so they act like it's not there, and they're just making things worse. But I respect and understand that they're frustrated just like the rest of us, and that's just their way of
dealing with it.
Yeah,
Sadly,
because we're all, in the end, we're all just trying to cope right now. We don't know exactly when the end of this is going to be, so we're all just trying to cope and hope that we can get through this and it could be done and over with as soon as possible. But it seems like it's going to be hanging around at least for about another year, sadly.
Yeah.
But we have promising developments on the horizon within this next year that could bring life back to normalcy.
Some semblance of normal.
Yeah.
I personally feel that we will not be back. We'll never be 100% back to normal after this. This was,
generations.
It will take time. But for those of us who are living here in the now, that are surviving through this, at least the perception of normal for us won't be there, because life has just changed so drastically over the past year of how we've had to deal with the pandemic, how we've had to, uproot our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And so for those of us here and now, I think that this is going to be, I don't want to say it's a scar, but it'll,
we're not going to forget it.
We're not going to forget this. Like, we're just like you have a major accident and you have a scar on you, or a major surgery like Odin has had. You're going to look at that constant reminder and be like, man, we somehow survived that. And life is not the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of situations where the world has changed, where one day life was one way and then life has changed on the next day. And I don't want to go through all of them because it's quite stressful, especially for some that had experienced it or had other losses. But
I don't think we need to go into details. I think everyone pretty much knows of the different ways that just life has changed so much this year.
I guess one way that we could look at it is look at the Spanish flu of the early 1900s.
Yeah.
It took a good generation before people started feeling safe and normal again. And much like now, they were wearing masks, but they didn't have as much knowledge about virus life cycles and how everything was spread, and they didn't have the technologies of sanitation that we have at our disposal today, and they didn't have the kind of medical treatments that we have at our disposal today. So even with that just being like the Spanish flu, that was pretty scary.
And even with the technology that we harness today, it's still scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know there's some people out there that aren't scared by what's going on, and hey, more power to you, but there's a lot of us out here that are just freaking petrified because...
I think everyone should at least have a healthy caution.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone should... I don't want to be a fearmonger. I don't want everyone to be terrified. I think
No.
we all got our level of concern.
Yeah.
And I think we all should have just a healthy awareness, a healthy concern, be smart about it.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't gonna all be over soon as we had hoped. I mean, this is how many ticks of the wheel have we been talking about this now?
Oh, goodness. Since before Beltane.
Yeah.
Shoot, before Astara.
Yeah.
It was right around Astara.
Yeah. It was. Just around it. So, hopefully we can get through this and get smart about it. Get smart about it in the meantime.
Yes. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Well, I do not see any blessing requests this evening. Again, if anyone would like to have a blessing request done, please send them to us in private message, and we will get to them as soon as possible.
And we can wait another 30 seconds.
Another 30 seconds.
Get up for 1 second here. Wow.
Don't fall.
Oh, come on, don't jinx me.
Well, you don't have a chimichanga either, so you've got some pretty good odds.
And I'm not trying to go up or downstairs either.
Exactly. Inside joke, okay? Complete inside joke between Odin and I. Gonna try and get semi-comfortable for a sec. Yeah, I know. Good luck with that. Alrighty. Okay. You ready, my dear?
Oh, yeah. And the inside joke is pretty much I'm not the most graceful person. And sometimes I have difficulty multitasking, like, say, going up or down a flight of stairs while eating.
Well, yeah, typically a chimichanga.
Well, that was just the typical food that I typically ate at the time because I was pretty well poor, eating gas station food.
Yeah.
And I was always on the move.
But still, the chimichanga, falling up the stairs thing, it's been a long-running inside joke between us. So.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Would you like to add a little bit more incense to the puck?
I could. I'd rather get it closer to the window before we add too much more, because we want to have a little cross breeze.
Okay.
Got brand new neighbors, and this is the first time we've really burned incense with them above us, so they're probably, what's that smell?
Or hopefully they're enjoying the smell.
Yeah, because it smells good. It smells great.
Neat.
It's actually a really wonderful blend. I'm quite impressed and happy with it.
Yes, we did a decent amount of research on correspondences of different ingredients that we have in our apothecary. Mm-hmm. And we even specially ordered some stuff for the incense as well.
And we also have, once the class is completely uploaded to Facebook, it's already live on our
website,
e-learning platform.
Yeah, our e-learning.
But it's gonna be, we're making the community edition of it, and the ingredients, what you need, where you can buy it from, is all explained in the class once it's uploaded, and it's useful information. It's information you can use to make incense in general. So the recipe is actually just a bonus feature, but it allows you to use the knowledge practically. So.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
What a good way to learn than to get your hands dirty and mix things up and
make some smelly goods.
Mm-hmm.
With intent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all based on correspondences.
Yes.
So it's actually alchemically aligned.
Alrighty. We are now at the part of ritual where we do offerings. Grab the king.
Okay. You know me. 2 seconds behind. I got this.
Okay. May you never thirst.
May you never thirst. May you never hunger.
May you never hunger. Just as a heads up, not a huge fan of candy corn, but my grandfather was, and I decided that that would be the best way for me to honor him this evening, was to have us have candy corn as one of our offerings this evening.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's getting to be that time of night, so we need to say hail and farewell to the gods and goddesses that we invoked this evening, as well as any of our loved ones. They are free to stay, so we are not saying for them to leave, but we are offering the opportunity for them to leave if they so choose. So we will take a moment to say farewell. Alrighty. So now we will be saying farewell to the guardians of the watchtowers, and saying farewell to the corners. Whew, I am so tired.
Yeah, we need rest.
Yes, I think we all do. The world included. Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the West, element water, color blue. We thank you for joining us this evening for our Samhain ritual. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the South, element fire, color red. We thank you for joining us this evening for our Samhain ritual. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the East, element wind, color yellow. We thank you for joining us this evening for our Samhain ritual. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the North, element earth, color green. We thank you for joining us this evening for our Samhain ritual. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, Odin and I will be brushing our feet across the ground where we sprinkled the salt and water. We are now opening the circle that which we cast at the beginning, protecting us from any negative energies that may try to come in and interfere with our magic work. But now we are taking all of the energy the energy and the magic work that we did during ritual, and we're letting it free into the world, and we're letting it be peaceful and calming and spread out wide. All right. May the circle be open but unbroken. May the love of the gods and goddesses be ever in your hearts. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Alrighty.
We thank you all for joining us this Samhain for our ritual. Most of you might realize that we're not exactly in synchronization with most of the community, and that's because tonight we're observing astrological true Samhain. So that's why it's tonight. But
yes.
Lots of love and all the blessings. And I'll finish us out tonight with a replay of the memorial.
Yeah. So for those of you viewers that missed us playing it earlier in the broadcast or earlier in the stream, you may now catch it now. And we will be leaving a copy of the stream live on Facebook. So for those of you who are rewatching this stream at a later time, we'll be able to see it. So,
okay.
Yes, we thank you all for joining us this evening.
And
well, I guess without further ado, may the gods and goddesses bless our home, our friends and family, and this stream. Blessed be. Good evening, everyone.